Doing a little review for this Ibanez IBZ10 bass amp, and I guess for this old Ibanez GIO, how you spell it? GIO. Backup says GTR 50. Or back in 1998, this costed like $350 at a local guitar store. Anyway, I need a little help trying to get some good tone out of this little amp. It's not the bass, because I've played a bass on different bass amp that sounded really good. But this is the best sound I can possibly come up with. Sounds a little bit distorted and buzzy. I can't help it. I can't crank it over halfway without it getting like that. I mean, I'll show you what I mean. Let's see if I can take this off the tripod. This is my current setup right now. Let's see, what is that bass? I say it's about 2 or something like that. Middle, 3 o'clock. That's what I mean by, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Trebles maxed out on, looks like 5 o'clock. Volume is probably about the same as, no, it's a little bit more than the bass, but a little bit less than the middle. Say about 230, something like that. But if I can get my camera to stay. This is a really bad review, especially with my hillbilly accent. Well, for one thing, I'm not a bass player. I play bass, but I'm mostly a guitar player. You know what I did when I first got this amp? I turned the volume up to max right there with everything down. I said, well, that sounds bad. Now I turned that by halfway. Yeah, I'm getting clean tone, but I'm not getting that much volume. So I was about right there. It starts distorting a little bit. And then the next knob I turned up was my middle. And I turned it all the way up to. So well, that's too nasally, that snarls too much, and start to snort a little bit more. What did I say I have that on? About like right there. Okay, then the next knob I turned up was the treble. I think that sounds okay, but there's not enough bass. So I turned the bass all the way up, and that was a mistake. About halfway. Okay, let's turn about half, like a quarter of a way. It sounds a little bit better than when I had it. I think I had it at 2 o'clock, about like that. I don't know if Ibanez done that on purpose, where it's not a clean amp. You turn it up so much it starts overdriving. Speakers start to break up a little bit. I've had a real clean low wattage amp before. It was a Trace Elliott 15 watt many years ago, and I turned every knob up on max, and I still getting clean and really good tone out of it. Or maybe it's, 10 watts is fine, but instead of a 6.5 inch speaker, they need to go to like a 8. But I think it's mostly in the circuitry. Maybe they meant to do that, or it's just so cheap that you get what you pay for. That's it. That sounds pretty good for overdriven slap bass, but I can't really get a good tone out of it. Maybe if I turn the middle all the way off. That's what most people do now. They just turn the bass and treble up and turn the middle all the way down. No, there's still something distorting there. And see there, I just don't have no volume. I guess the happiest I am with this is something like that. Like I said, I'm a guitar player, and usually the first knob I always crank up is the middle because I like that snarl and that 80s tone. You got any suggestions, like, well, you turn this knob up, turn that knob down, or another suggestion like quit playing bass? Just tell me something.